Rhythm. And you are the rhythm.
DPRI. If you know that song, you definitely know who I'm interviewing. Welcome to another episode of Rhythm in You, the show that gets you closer to your favorite artist. Haona any intro etlo fitang eke shapileng eo. How it's eba, you know who I'm talking to. We have the one and only Pule Solmo.
Yeah. What's up, man?
Guys?
Man, I'm good.
All back.
Yeah, man.
And now, before we katella, why do you always start your sets like that?
Yo, I actually believe in inviting God in like everything that I do.
All back.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
So I know it's a crazy idea, but the day I thought about it, I was like, hey, man, let me just try this thing out and see how it goes.
Yeah,
it works.
But I think that's become your trademark in a way.
Yeah,
because of all the sets that I've heard you play, I really bad.
No, definitely. Yeah.
How have you been, dude?
Man, I've been good, man.
Yeah. Sharp.
Get sharp.
Yeah. Let's get over the normal stuff. Pule Solmo, where are you from? How did you get into music? King of Tjarara, King of Tjarara.
Well, Pule is from Sasolburg originally, but now I'm currently in Roodepoort. I'm staying there right now. Yeah, but what inspired me is I've been a fan of music, hey, like not only house music but hip hop as well. Yeah, gospel, a church, you know. I've been a fan of music from day one. I don't want to lie. Yeah, and ever since then, I think that's when my journey began. Music has been in my life. You know, even after matric, my parents asked me, "Man, don't you want to study something else?" And I was like, "No, man, I want to study music." But you know how parents are; they didn't want me to do it, so I had to go to school and study something else. But after I graduated, I told them, you know what, I did what you guys asked me to do. So from now on, it's music, you know. So
Yeah, man. So when did you start DJing? Who taught you how to DJ?
DJ Makanda. Shout out to DJ Makanda. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
And DJ Kaiser was also an inspiration as well. Back in the days of Detox. Yeah. DJ Makanda was the one that taught me how to play. Actually, I was studying B.Ed education. And I dropped out, and I think it was September. And then after September, I had nothing to do. And I was like, you know what, this is a good opportunity for me to get into this thing.
Definitely.
So that's when I started DJing. I think it was back in 2008. Yeah, that's when I started.
Hello back. No hair. Let's get into the current business that you're in. How did you get residency at KwaNduna?
It's actually crazy, hey. The guy that I'm working with, McDiggs, he's the one that approached me. It's like, man, I spoke to the KwaNduna. He's got a liquor license now, so we can do a gig there. So we hosted like once-off gig, and then after that, he was so impressed, and he was like, you know what? Let's not stop. Let's find a way to work this thing out. Let's talk about payments and stuff, and then let's do this. And then it's been 5 years. It's been a good 5 years for me. Time flies.
From the time we want a poster, okay, Nazamdela, then we definitely knew like
No. The good thing about it is that the KwaNduna has got a vision. You know, is not blindside. I can't find the right word, but like he's got the same vision as we do. And like he dreams big as well, you know. So I think that's a good thing about him, because that's why we're going so far.
Talking about your musical journey, only the single to the release.
Oh yes.
Because I think a lot of people about it only as a DJ and then just give us a bit on that.
The first song that I did was I did it with Symposia.
I remember that song.
I kind of forgot the name of the song.
Yeah.
But that's the first song that I did with Q Soul and Symposia, and then I started doing a couple of tracks with Q Soul until he said, "Man, you need to start doing your own production. Like you need to find your own sound and stuff." So I think I was in my comfort zone as well. That's the thing. I think after about 2 or 3 years working with him, that's when I started doing my own songs. I also did a song with Kimora, Usuku the Night. It was one crazy song. I did a song with Lolo. I also did an EP. It featured David and Kay and Edward as well. And now I'm currently working on my album as well.
Okay. You have something to look forward to.
Yeah, definitely.
The album, DJ Soul.
Yeah. I'm working with David and Kay. I think we've got like 2 songs left, and then the album will be done. Yeah, man.
So, besides the DJing and the music side of things, no janana when we how sadly music, how do you spend your time?
To be honest, I spend my time doing music or being a DJ. But recently after lockdown, I realized you know what, I need something to fall back on. So now I'm looking into doing other stuff. Diversifying. Also my brand as well, because I've got sweaters as well. I've got my own apparel.
Next year.
But I think I'm gonna release it in September. Moving forward, I'm gonna bring in the new range. It's gonna be coming out. So people can look up for that.
How did you get into like the branding and then the brand crossing over to like fashion and apparel and stuff like that?
For me, I had to grow. Like some of music alone. Like I had to look at the bigger picture. I wanted my brand to grow. So for me, that was the perfect way. Like you all need to start somewhere. I feel like with my apparel, it did okay. But I'm glad I did what I did. I learned from it, and now I know what to do and what not to do. I learned from my mistakes. So I think moving forward, it's gonna go out the way that I wanted to go. So basically I had to grow. Like I wanted my brand to grow.
That's how you got into it. KwaNduna le bo Solmo le di DJ tsa KwaNduna kaofela le qadile trend eno tje la betshwa lona le tla. How did that thing actually get into like to become a trend and something?
Skova is the one that actually initiated it. Because we were playing and Skova and I were getting most of the tips. So that's how it started, and then we started telling people, you know what, tip your DJs. And I think it's a good movement because some outlets don't really pay DJs that much, But the little that people get from people, it means a lot.
Definitely.
I always say that it takes a lot for someone to dig into their pockets and to give you the little that they have. Because I always update people on how much I got tipped. I don't care if it's 2 rand or whatever, but as long as I got tipped, I'll always tell people, you know what, this is how much I got tipped.
And I think that's a good movement. And also to show appreciation, because I said yes. And when I love to the CDJs do like but I think that's dope, man.
Man, thanks.
Now we already talked about like some of your future plans to release an album and everything like that. Now there's always that thing, the DJs stay bukuang like that get booked and the resident. And at some point the resident DJ will feel so like what's your take on that and the whole beefing and in between like resident DJs and DJs that are booked at venues?
You know what, I think problem is how buka motho.
Yeah.
O buka motho o tseba go o dlala style se feng.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's important for you how buka motho o mo be kana go tseba that person will be suitable for
that
music
slot.
You know, so that people can relate. You know, I kind of understand how owner elwana because it's about clientele, it's about, you know, but it's always important for DJs to be versatile as well, you know. But I always say time slots are very important.
Yeah.
So how feel motho nako o tseba go tlala music o itse o kila bona bombeile nako nyolo go you know the person's going to kill it.
Yeah.
I think if we can learn that, there won't be any problems moving forward.
Like that's I think that's the end of that discussion.
Yeah.
People should stop the whole vibe.
Yeah.
Play your set, be on time, skasugudis.
That's true. That's true.
Back. Now, how do you go into planning your sets? Because now, honali tege how King of Tjarara. How did that come into being? And tell us about like set it how the planner beforehand, kappa, do you freestyle in a way?
To be honest, I don't plan.
Yeah.
I don't plan because I believe that sometimes we are planner, we get there, DJ bedlala. So now you need to change your whole set. You know, kapo you won't have for no plan. So most of the time I don't plan, honestly speaking. There are times when I do plan.
When I listen,
it gives us like today if we're not waiting, I want to play this kind of music.
Because it's like Tjarara. Who started it and everything?
One of the guys, in Pandan. He was the one who was always saying, "Hey, we're not King of Tjarara." You know, it's like, what's this guy talking about? And then for some reason,
people started doing it.
You know, and then all of a sudden this thing grew. King of Tjarara, you know, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna jump on this thing. Let me jump on it. King of Tjarara, because at that time, Tjarara it was the one.
And you owned it.
Yeah, I owned it. I'd like to believe so.
Yeah, man. And then there's other points in your career that I noticed. I get if there are some of your biggest, the Metro FM, and your features and stuff like that. Tell us, Boma, what's your biggest achievement so far? Maybe.
My biggest achievement is that when I started playing, I wanted to play for a crowd of 5,000.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I got to play for a crowd of like 10 to 15,000. You know. Yo, I can't describe that feeling. Like it's overwhelming, man. Like you get there and then you get goosebumps. I remember the DJ that was playing before me was like, man, I'm gonna give you my 10 minutes that's left. And mind you, we were given 20 minutes each DJ. And then like you had to bring
now
out
your
best.
Now you have 30.
I have 30 now. And then, you know, as always, DP was number one.
Yes.
So that's one of my biggest achievements. And
where was this?
And it was in Pakistan, Valcom.
Yeah.
And they even called the guy that was doing the event. It was like, man, there's this guy, man, what's saying I'm to that? So he jumped on, he's like, so come on, so keep saying it. He's like, man, say
it's not fair.
So that was one of my biggest achievements. And Metro FM as well. Yo, I remember Metro FM was crazy. I remember my timeline was hectic,
most definitely.
And I got that prime slot on Metro FM because it was Shoya Nebo Dineo Ranaka, Lebo Laratol KG. Just after Ask a Man, and Ask a Man was trending.
Definitely.
After I got in the mix, and I had to kill it as well. One time.
Yeah, man. And then in terms besides the biggest stages that you played, who do you look up to as a DJ? You maybe follow in their footsteps, Kappa, you would like to follow in their footsteps in a way, locally and internationally if you want.
Internationally, it has to be Black Coffee, man. Black Coffee is a real inspiration to me. Yeah, Black Coffee, definitely. DJ Fresh. Yeah, those are my. And Lulu as well. Shout out to Lulu. Yeah, Lulu is doing amazing things. So shout out to Lulu as well. Yeah.
And now you had a stint, the radio show and all these things. Do you see yourself more as like just a live performing DJ or like the setup, radio and everything?
Live performing.
The reaction from the crowd.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
The other one is too much work. No, it's not for me. Yeah, no. But I don't know. Hey, time will tell. But
something that
from what I've experienced and trying it out, I believe about DJ.
Yeah. So like keep planning how DJ at dot.
Yeah, that's the plan. I'm not quitting.
Now, we're getting into the nitty-gritty, the groupie papa. How do you deal with the groupies? Because I know definitely you have groupies.
Do I even have? I don't have.
Dude, come on. We know.
I don't have, man.
Yeah.
I actually don't have.
How so be an experience it's one alias cover about la vida.
I know. I don't have. Honestly speaking, I don't have. I believe can I really support her and I really appreciate them because I'm nothing without them.
Yeah, man.
But JD Kopi, I don't recall any moments.
I know the admit live on camera, but we know. If you know, you know. No, Janana, like, where do you see your residency here, KwaNduna? Because I think that's one of the biggest things it's Alang for in Anujana.
Yeah.
What plans do you guys have for the outlet and for yourself as a DJ?
The outlet is gonna grow very, very soon here.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll have franchises as well. Hopefully. But the plan is to go really, really big with this outlet. Yeah. But me moving forward, I believe there's going to be a time for me to grow and leave the outlet, give everyone a chance.
Yeah.
And move on to bigger spaces and bigger things.
Yeah. And now, to the outlet because who do you drama? Now the issue here, le buka mang, halibuki mang, ho etsahala mo especially if you have a kasi and everything.
Yeah.
How do you guys deal with that? Le pressure mang would claim or halimu book and everything.
That pressure is too much, hey. But I believe that we are doing our best. We cannot book everybody at the end of the day.
Definitely.
Yes, but to be honest, KwaNduna books a lot of DJs.
Yeah.
We've got more than 12 resident DJs.
Yeah.
So really there's a lot of DJs. So you can just imagine on top of resident DJs, if Ubukamoto, somebody needs to say, you know what, this week I get refer young and upcoming DJs chances, refer whoever that's booked a chance to come and play.
Yeah. Okay. Before we wrap up, Jay, what's the one thing that you would like to be remembered with? Like if Moto Ana Soul Mo and then this comes to mind.
I wanna be remembered as the DJ in a Tabi Sabat.
Yeah.
And the DJ that always played gospel.
Yeah, man.
You know, I think I wanna be that guy Lorege. That's unique. You know.
Yeah.
In especially in everything that I do.
Yeah. Nah, that's definitely something, a good note to close on. And before we do that, tell the people where they can get a hold of you, your socials. If you ever find out about number, you know.
Well, I'm on Facebook. My page is Solmo SOUL_MO, or my Facebook account Pule Solmo Msito.
Yeah.
And then I'm also on Twitter at DJ Soul_MO. Instagram at DJ Solmo.
Yeah.
I can't remember my TikTok handle. But I know I'm on TikTok.
Yeah.
But that's where you can find me.
Yeah, man. Do the right thing and catch DJ Solmo on his socials. Don't forget to catch us on our socials. Rhythm and You on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Rhythm and You, taking you on a journey through music.